Hello my dudes, and welcome back to another video. If you're new, my name is Sienna, and today we're going to be talking about Treasure Island. I am so hyped for this video. Now, this isn't necessarily going to be like a Treasure Island how-to video. I'm just going to be talking about my experiences on Treasure Islands and what I normally do to maximize my use of them. But first things first, let's define a Treasure Island in case you don't know what that is. A Treasure Island is basically an island that a user creates that has a bunch of dropped items that you can take. Maybe they'll have all of the 2.0 items on their island. Maybe they'll have a bunch of materials like bells, wood, or Nook Miles tickets on their island. And really, you just go to the island, take the items that you need, and bring them back to your island with you. Some treasure islands you have to pay for, but the ones that I'm going to be talking about today are all completely free. So obviously the first thing that I do is empty my pockets because I want to come with an empty inventory so I can take as many things as possible from the treasure island. When I was filming this, I didn't yet redeem the ultimate pocket stuffing thing from the Nook Miles redemption services, but I definitely recommend you have that so that you can have the most amount of space possible in your inventory. So I'm pretty new to treasure islands, to be totally honest with you, but I do find myself going to the same couple islands time after time. So I'll go ahead and put on screen right now the two different treasure islands that I normally watch on Twitch. So this is basically the Twitch stream that I'll watch. As you can see, there are a few different islands you can visit depending on what items you're wanting, and the dodo code for each island is on the screen. And basically all you do is go to Orville, as per usual, tell them you want to fly to a dodo code island, and what I do is just continuously spam one of these dodo codes until I finally get on to said treasure island. I think the one thing that I would have loved to know before ever visiting a treasure island is that it's going to take a lot of time and patience to actually get to one, because there are so many people watching and trying to get onto the island at the same time as you. You're going to have to go through a lot of loading screens, your connection might be a little bit wonky at times, but if you have persistence and you just keep trying, you will eventually get onto the island. This error screen that I'm about to get right here is it's the worst. This is the bane of my entire existence. I hate it. Your locale, the destination, blah, blah, it's full. I hate it. I know. But unfortunately, getting those error screens and having a few setbacks are just a part of the whole treasure island experience, so just expect it and embrace it. Here you'll see me once again get the destination locale is full error message, which basically just means that a bunch of people are trying to get onto the island and it's already full, already at capacity. So with this specific error, you'll just have to keep on having the airport conversation with Orville, re-entering your dodo code, and trying over and over again. This next error message is the interference pop-up, and it basically means that somebody on the island you're trying to get to is either on their Nook phone, talking to a villager, or that everyone else on that island is currently experiencing a load screen. So just keep asking Orville to try again, and eventually you should be able to get onto the island. That's been my experience at least. Okay, now for the fun part of the video, we're actually going to go to a treasure island. It took me probably about half an hour to actually get onto one of the islands. Here's the flyover. It is amazing. The first time I ever saw a flyover of a treasure island, I was just absolutely in shock because look at all of the items. This is specifically a 2.0 item island, so you get to see a lot of the new furniture and food items, and I'm just so happy to be here. And I just wanted to say, I hope that your patience is not wearing thin from the whole airport dialogue, because once you're on the treasure island, you're gonna have a lot of loading screens as well. People are constantly gonna be coming in and out of the island, so you will of course get those loading screens. But honestly, it's so worth it to be able to come to a place like this with a plethora of so many good items and just be able to choose and pick and take home anything you want. So because I'm starting to decorate my farm core / cottagecore island, I was looking for a lot of items that could kind of fit that theme, but I'm also just trying to build up a good strong catalog for this character. So I just took a bunch of random items. A lot of the food stuff stood out to me and I took a bunch of it home. I'm just obsessed with all the new items. In the comments, let me know what your new favorite either furniture item or furniture set is in game. I'm loving the Moroccan and the Nordic sets. Also, I just want to preach real quick about treasure island etiquette. I know that each team who runs their treasure islands is going to have a different set of rules, but for the most part, I feel like the whole just politeness and etiquette of it all is about the same. So when you are leaving treasure islands, make sure you leave via the airport and not via the minus button, because that can really screw it up for everybody else. If there is a line in the airport when you're leaving, make sure to wait your turn, and just be kind if you're going to be using your online chat. Make sure to keep everything kind and friendly. We just want to make it a nice little place for everybody involved. After I finished up on this island, I still didn't get my fix for the day. I wanted to continue and and try more treasure islands. So I dropped off all of the items in my pockets, and then I went back to Orville. You're gonna be real good friends with Orville by the end of this. And I decided to go to a materials treasure island. I think the name of the island is pretty straightforward. But in case you didn't know, this kind of treasure island is just going to have a bunch of materials on it. You'll see over the flyover some custom design kits, Nook Miles tickets, star fragments, cherry blossom petals, snowflakes, etc., etc. Literally any kind of material that you could use for crafting will be on this island. One of this island's services too is the Max Bell Turnip Hack, which I didn't really get to show you because Nook's Crannies was closed. But basically what you do is you pick up a stack of turnips. These are hacked. You sell it in their Nook's Cranny, and basically once you go back to your island, you will have 999 million or billion, I don't remember which one it is, bells in the bank. It's crazy. It's insane. And really, I have no idea how this actually works. I know that I've done it before, so I know that this hack does work. Do I know exactly how? No. Am I gonna question it? No. I get free bells, and that's all I really want in my life. And this island was super cool too, because in addition to having all of the items, like you're seeing the gold, the wood, all of that stuff, it also had every single flower seed in game, as well as every fruit in game. I actually ended up taking a stack of coconuts because I remembered on my current island, I don't have any coconuts. I don't know how I went this long without any, but I stole a stack, so that's good. I also had to take like 1,000,000 stacks of wood because I never have any. I always have an abundance of softwood, some hardwood, and never any regular wood. So I had to take advantage of this. So my materials were taken care of, but I could not quench my thirst for the 2.0 items. So I went to another treasure island with a lot of the items from the update. I just ran around, grabbed some more random things. It's beautiful. I love this flyover. It's my favorite thing ever. So while this little montage of me at this treasure island plays in the background, I just kind of wanted to talk about why I think treasure islands are useful and what I've used them for. The first and main thing is that you can get items so quickly for builds. I restarted my island on the Switch, which means that my character has little to no items. So being able to come to islands like this and pick up whatever I need really sped up the process of me being able to build and make progress on my island. The Max Bell hack that is offered on a lot of different treasure islands is really helpful because obviously we need bells to pay for literally everything in game. But I've found that I've mostly used these bells on either home loans to Tom Nook, or I've used them to open the trailer shops on Harv's Island. Going to a materials treasure island is great if you're trying to bulk craft some items. And last but certainly not least, being able to have access to as many Nook Miles tickets as you need. Ooh, chef's kiss, we love. I would definitely have not been able to find some of my Dreamies if it weren't for tickets from treasure islands. And then one last thing that I want to address, I know some people have asked me if I consider using treasure islands cheating, and no, I don't. I don't think it's cheating at all. Sometimes you just have to work smarter, not harder. Well, that's really it. That's my take on treasure islands. All in all, I think they're great. I think they're wonderful. I think they're a really cool way to interact with the community. It's a great way to get items if you need. And honestly, it's just a fun way to play the game. Let me know if you yourself have visited any treasure islands or if you plan to after seeing this video. I highly recommend trying it out. Make sure to subscribe if you would like to, and hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. I will see you very, very soon in the next one. Until then, stay safe and take care. Bye!